We're 2 rounds in and we've had 2 different winners. The title battle is fierce. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to AF1. My name's Josh Brooks. And it's my huge pleasure to bring you Suzuka, round 3 of this season 7 of AF1. As I said, there is a championship battle going on, so let me show you how that's looking. Eventually, when I can get rid of the over intro image. There's the championship standings. Lowy leads with 48 points. Jack Olivier is just behind that on 36, with Ruben Andrade on 27. Jens Betsberg is in there as well after taking the win last time out in Hockenheim. So it's all to play for. But this is the last round of what I would call the traditional phase of AF1. You've got your standard tracks, your Red Bull Rings, your Hockenheims, and your Suzukas. We're going to go a bit nuts after this. We're going to Buenos Aires, Norris Ring. I forget where else we go. Pro Streamer, yeah. Buenos Aires next week, Norris Ring in 3 weeks' time, then Imola, Road Atlanta, and Macau on the 22nd of August. Plenty still to come from AF1. And some exciting racing to come as well. We are 10 seconds away from the end of the practice session. So let's have a look at the standings at the minute. It is João Guerra with a 0.7 of a second lead over Lowy, Jack Olivier, and Rubber. Andrade acting as best of the rest again in P5. Adam Roshik's up there, and Trader Joe is having another good. He seems to be having another good day after his performance last week in Hockenheim. Ali Aldridge is up there as well, and Jake Feemster P9, and Labiak is P10. Then we've got Riley, Kostanesh, Vivols, Cano, Cameron, Mythic, and Contreras. 18 drivers ready to take on Suzuka and all its twists and turns. There's been a few drivers that don't particularly like it, like Mythic, Miguel Soto, and some drivers that really do. So we'll see how much of an effect that has on the final times. You can see the track map at the bottom right hand corner. Hopefully it's a bit bigger this week. So hopefully that's a bit more what you're looking for. Hope you can see it well. So we're just waiting for qualifying to get underway. In the meantime, let's have a look at. Is there any? I wonder if there's anybody actually inside these Ferris wheels. Probably isn't. It's not the greatest view down here, but what if we go directly up through the wheel into the top cabin? Now that is a view you'd pay for. These cars look super good. Later on in the race, we could end up seeing some cars falling off of the cliff. I saw that. That's cheating. Whoever that is. It's one of the +5 cars. Do the whole stream from the Ferris wheel. No, I'm not good at F7 camera. Maybe it is João Guerra with a ½ second lead coming out of practice. That is a very interesting margin. I wouldn't really expect that much of an advantage considering the competition. So all we do now is await the green flag, the green light, to start us off with qualifying here in Suzuka. Mandatory pit stop, of course. A 25-lap race. No refueling, only tyre changes. And who knows, someone might just take the two-stop. I highly doubt it because the race is not enough laps. but tyre wear, I'm being informed, is quite high. I would love to be able to do that walking around thing you can get in CSP. That would be super fun. You can just walk up the pit lane. You see all of these guys. I can kind of do it now. Just not as fast. Unless I do that. Right. Mad Dash approaches. There it is. And Ali Yardimger, for the second time today, wins the race to the pit lane exit. We've got a 2 wide moment here. TC Gaming and Rubber there. That could cause some issues. No, they all stay clean so far. Now's the time to find your space. Rubber is getting held up by Mythic. Let's see what it's going to be like following through these sections. While there's low stakes. Mythic's been very vocal this week about how much he doesn't like the track. Hopefully some of the other tracks later on in the season will be more to his liking. I suspect he'll like Buenos Aires. And Norris Ring is going to be so much fun. So many safety cars. That's one you cannot possibly miss. That's in 3 weeks' time. Is that on my birthday weekend, actually? My birthday's coming up. Hint, 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 hint. It is on my birthday weekend. How fun. I get to stream Norris Ring on my birthday weekend. So, first guy's coming up towards the end of the lap, so we'll ride on board with Joao Guerra in the other Macca racing car and see a lap from his perspective. As I try and keep up with all the twists and turns of the track, and there are quite a few of them. Out of the final chicane and plunging down the hill to the start of the lap. The lap starts on the start-finish straight, obviously. Still a downhill plunge, though not as steep, towards turn 1. Let's see if he takes this flat, or does he brake halfway through? Definitely flat through the first part, that's easy. Second part is a little bit more tricky, out of the second turn. And into the first of the S's. Flat through 3, downshift through 4. Pull it right just a little bit to get a wide run through 5. And again, you want sort of a late-ish apex from 6 and pull to the right and swing to the left again through 7 to get a good one out of the Dunlop curve. Degners are up next. Quick flicks with difficult curves that can unsettle your car. He avoids all of that. I guess that's possible quite easily in this car. Degner 2 can use a bit of apex on a bit of curve on the exit. Climbing up the hill now towards turn 10 and 11 at the hairpin. Possibly a little wide there, but that's where the groove of the track goes. So maybe that could be faster. Now through turn 12, long swooping right-hander downhill and then back up again. And Spoon, full confidence required to get the exit nailed, and does so through the first part. Second part a little bit wide off the apex, but not too shabby at all. I think there's more time in that second part of Spoon. Back straight now and towards turn 15, 130R. The one and only, nothing quite like it. An easy flat corner in this car, which could mean some side-by-side moves come up in the race later on. Slam on the brakes, mash down the gears for the final chicane, use no curb at all the way through that to keep it as smooth as possible. This is a good lap from Joao, I think. What's it going to be? It's going to be a 49.6. A 49 lap in the 49s will do you well. Ali Yardimger, however, does a 151.0. Rubber does a 50.0. Feemster 51.3. Not too many fast laps in the minute. Only Geha and Rubber setting fairly good laps. Lowy only goes P3 with a 50.1. Olivier goes P2 with the 49.7. So we have about a tenth between the top two. Riley goes P7. Still a few cars left to come over the line. Next will be, we're just going, Canna goes P11. Next will be Trader Joe. Very impressive last week in Hockenheim. Hi, Twitch. Hi, Josh, says Trader Joe's car. Hi. Into the final sector. Turn right more than I was expecting him to. Try and pulling into the left then at the end. Invalid lap from Trader Joe then. Many people on personal bests, including Lowy and Yardamjo, who's P5 at the minute. There's a huge gap as Trader Joe goes rally crossing on the exit of turn 2. There seems to be a huge gap between top 4 and the rest of the field, which could translate into a really good battle for the lead. Four car lead battle. I wouldn't mind that at all. Through the final corner for Ali Yardamja, currently P5. Stays there but does improve. Goes to... He improves by 3/10. 1 second off. That's a 50.743. Next will be... There's a huge gaggle of cars behind this. Here's TC Gaming. Behind that I see a battle between Adam Roshik and Matty Leviak, both of whom improve. Andrade goes to P5 with a 50.6. That's half a second off of Lowy, who's just improved but stays P4 as well. Any improvement from Rubber? No improvement from Rubber. What about Riley? Riley improves to P7. Cano will be next. Currently P13. Last of the drivers to have set representative lap times improves to P11, so he's no longer last. Contreras will be up next. He is currently setting... he's on an outlap at the minute, so who's next? Joao Guerra has set a purple first sector. Only just, though, a 38.522. We haven't seen much faster times than that. Whatever, in practice sessions, he's not here today, but whatever set a 38.491. So there's a little bit more time in there in the first sector, it seems. I can't believe nobody told me that the stream had no sound. No engine sounds. Oh well. Trader Joe up next. I think he's... Oh, that's TC Gaming, wrong person. Trader Joe is that one. Still an invalid lap from him, and Mythic makes no improvement either. Cano is currently stopped. Arguably, maybe on the racing line coming towards turn 1, as Trader Joe had a weird moment going through turn 1. I'm just getting out of the way of everybody. Andrade and Cost come out the pits behind. Guerra is up next. Purple the first 2 sectors. Does improve. It's a 49.600. Bang on a 49.6. I will immediately stop and teleport to pits. Going from lap Roman Nesh. It's a 7:33.4. Good lap from Nesh. Yes, very good lap. 7:33. Vivol's P14 in a minute again. Last of the representative lap times now. P8. Still massive improvement from him. 51.2 from him. No improvement from Rubber this time, but I suspect he's coming out to start a lap rather than finish one. Adam Roshik is next. We have 12 minutes left in qualifying. Oh, Adam Roshik's gone and done a Kubica. He's hard into the wall. And instantly to the pits. You can at least finish the crash and we can get some content for the stream. Go. Acoustico. Contreras. Personal best in the first 2 sectors. So this is going to be a representative lap from him at last. Where's he going to put him? He's going to put him into P15. Last of the representative lap times. I say it's not even representative. 6.5 seconds down. It is Miguel Costa currently on invalid laps. So I'll switch to... well, nobody's on... we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 drivers currently setting invalid laps. Not ideal. Ali Yardamja, on the other hand, is setting a green first sector. That doesn't look right. He's at the first sector now. What? Okay. Thanks, timing screen. Very cool. Do be sure to stick around for the race. It's going to be a corker just like the last 2 weeks. Oh, Yandri goes straight on at turn 8 at Degner 1. Any improvement from Jack Olivier? He's gone green in the first sector. That's a personal best from him. Lowy's done a personal best as well. It's half a tenth down on Jack Olivier's time. Andrade's gone is 3/10 off of Jack's first sector time as well. That's 3. We almost had a VSC in qualifying. That's not a thing. I don't think Lowy's realised. Oh! Olivier slowed right down. Gave Rubber a nice big toe as well, coming down the back straight. No improvement from Lowy in the second sector, but is it far off? It's not far off at all. 45.4 as a... Oh! That's gone off there. Got all crossed up through the chicane. So no improvement there. Rubber is up next. Joao Guerra has set a fastest first sector again. This is an invalid lap from Rubber. Jake Feemster coming around the final corner instead. He has had personal bests in the first 2 sectors. Where's it going to improve to? Is it going to be up to... It's up to P6. Good lap from Feemster there. Right in that tiny gap between Andrade and Yardinger. Let's have a look at Joao Guerra. He's on to the back straight at the minute, coming over the second sector time. It's another purple middle sector. A 45.2. Reminder, Lowy and Jack could only manage a 49.3 at best in that middle sector. Jack Olivier has gone 400ths quicker in the first sector. That's a purple. Shortest run to the line for Guerra. Finds another 2/10. It's a 49.38. Jack Olivier, on the other hand, has got to find 4/10. He's coming out of turn number 11, the hairpin, on his quest for pole position today. Every point counts, especially when you're in a championship fight with Lowy, who isn't really doing the best of jobs today. P4. He's been struggling in qualifying his last couple of weeks. He struggled in Hockenheim last week. Didn't get the pole position he wanted. He certainly recovered, but kept making mistakes. Guerra goes off track, likely to just teleport to pits, but after the crash. 3 corners left for Olivier. A little bit of traffic in the way, but should get out of the way. Oh, and he's done exactly what Lowy did a couple of minutes ago. Is that going to be? Is he still going to be able to improve on his time though? He does. It's not enough though. A 49.747. Rubber improves to 50.0. So Olivier found about half a tenth of a second. Nowhere near enough. We have 7.5 minutes left in qualifying though. Plenty of time to keep us going. Let's have a look at Riley. He's done a personal best at first sector. These guys at the back of the grid, Contreras and Nesh, who have improved in the first sector as well. Never mind. Just go switch to an out lap. Through the final corner for Riley. No improvement in the end of 50.891. That's about a tenth and a half down. Rubber has gone purple in the first sector. 38.461. I think we're starting to find the limit of sector 1. Approaching the end of sector 2 now for Rubber. Any improvement? No, it's down 4/10. Could still be enough to improve and maybe catch up on Olivier, gain some ground. By no means is that enough to take pole position. I think people are starting to throw a bit more at the final chicane and cause some mistakes. We've seen it with Joao, we've seen it with Lowy. No, we're seeing it with Jack, we're seeing it with Lowy. No improvement from Rubber that time. Lowy's done a personal best middle sector, but his first sector was quite slow. No, he is there. He does improve with P2. 49.638. Purple's the final sector. Quarter of a second then. Yaka to Lowy. Game on. Lowy's found his groove. Or was he sandbagging? No, he wasn't. Ali Yaranja finds his way into the lead pack. Goes P4. 6 thousandths faster than Rubber. I think we've found our underdog of the day. And it's Ali Yaranja. Last week, it was Trader Joe and Miguel Costa. And Diego Domingo, actually. But there was a lot of people. Ali Yaranja has found some extra pace and he's up there in P4. Joao Guerra, on the other hand, has purpled the first sector. Again, he's found another 200ths. Fine margins here when you're on the limit like this. Felipe Contreras is improving in that first sector. Is improving in the first sector, but he's not finding any time in the second sector. I wonder, because he's 3 seconds down by anybody else. Next guy up is Miguel Soto, who in fact is just behind. And the final corner, is any improvement from Contreras? Yes, there was an improvement there. It goes for 55.7. Slip from 6.4 seconds off the pole position and 3.4 off P17. Jake Themes has gone for the pits. Take a look at Joao Guerra towards the final corner. He's purple in the first sector, but not the second sector. He did a 47 in the second sector, so this will likely be a mistake that's caused that. As Jack Olivier goes to pole by 600th of a second. That's a late move to the front. Only 3 minutes left. That's enough time for one more run. And surely Jack Olivier will be doing that run as soon as possible. Lowy, invalid lap. I think it was an out lap as well. Oh wow! I haven't heard that sound in a long time. Thank you, Mosquito, for gifting a sub to Lowy. Awesome. Adam Groshek going to P12. Never mind, he's spun it. He had flustered. He must have seen I was watching him. He got flustered. Same thing for Miguel Costa. Okay, can we make this 3 in a row? Oh, he's collected. That's one of the River Racing cars. I think that was Matty Labiak, who's already moving again, so they're going to have just enough time to get going. Can I call it 3 times in a row? Ah, we should have gone with TC Gaming. He stopped on track. That was the guy to go for. Or Mythic. Mythic went off. Okay. Can we do this? Can we do this? Come on. Let's do. What do we think? Who's coming up? There's a huge queue of cars. You see a huge queue of cars coming out of that final chicane. Actually, it's just finished, so I don't know what I'm looking at. He's just waiting for everybody, but he hasn't got enough time, so that'll be the end of his qualifying. Gecha's in the pits, and he's out of qualifying as well. Lowy. Coming through the spoon curves. Not setting the timing sheet to light in that first sector. And in fact, he has aborted it, so he's got one more shot at this. He's got no traffic behind for a very long time, so we can wait for Trader Joe to clear off. Not when people are going to have another shot at the lap, I think. Layback might just be the last one. Maybe Yardinger, I'm not entirely sure. Nobody's setting any timing sheets. Nobody's setting any green sectors at the minute, so I think we found the limit of the pace, guys. Thank you, Mosquito, for subscribing. Seconds left in this qualifying session. Matty Labiak is going to be next. So I think, yeah, Matty Labiak will be the last person who sets a lap in this qualifying session. In 2 minutes' time. Riley is up next. He's bottled that final chicane a little bit. This won't be too good. He has done a personal best second sector though, so maybe there's an improvement coming for Riley. No, there isn't. That was a 50.9, so he's 2/10 off. No improvement from Guerra or from Rubber. Andrade next. Nothing from him either. Lowy is setting personal best first sectors, but it's not enough at the minute. Next will be Jack Olivier. He's got pole position at the minute. He does purple. He improves. He improves. To find another 1/10 of a second. 49.219 with a purple final sector. Contreras into the pits. Trader Joe, and then it'll be Lowy. Here's Trader Joe. Good run to the line. No improvement. What about Lowy? Does improve, but stays P3, 49.507. Only found about 200ths of a second. Who's left? We've got Roshek and Costa next. So we're taking slightly inefficient lines through that final chicane. And neither of them. Only Jake Feemster and Thomas Cameron left to finish laps. Jake Feemster not on a personal best. Thomas Cameron isn't either. So we'll see what they do in the final sector. But it's unlikely to be anything noteworthy. Through the final corner comes Jake Feemster. Does improve to P6. Good lap to move him up the board there. And Thomas Cameron finally, no improvement from him. So it is Jack Olivier on pole for round 3 at Suzuka. Gecha is alongside, and then row 2 is Lowy and Ali Yardinger. Row 3 is Rubber and Feemster. We've got Andrade and Riley, Vivos and Labiak. That's qualifying. We'll be right back with 25 laps and the race at Suzuka. Welcome back. We're a couple of minutes away from the start of the race. I need to kill whoever decided to set the cooldown time between sessions at 1 minute 30 rather than just 30 seconds. Because it means I have to ad-lib for longer with nothing going on. And I'm not very good at that. £11 points is now the championship lead for Lowy. over Jack Olivier after pole position for Jack. Let's see what Lowe is thinking. No, we can't. Maybe we can. We can do an X-ray. Or a CAT scan, that's probably better. Lowe face reveal. Driver's eye, hell yeah. What's under here? Oh good. 1 minute to go through the grid. That's exactly what we'll do. 1 minute to go through the grid here at Suzuka. It's Jack Olivier alongside Joao Guerra on the front row. Lowe is P3 and Alejandra P4. Then we've got Robert and Feimster. Andrade and Riley on row 4. Row 5 is Vivos and Matty Leviak. Row 6, Miguel Costa, Adam Roshik. Row 7 is Trader Joe and Roman Nash. Row 8, we've got Cano and TC Gaming. Row 9 is Mythic and Felipe Acoustico. And row number 10, all on his lonesome, is the safety car driver, Lips. 20 seconds from the lights in Suzuka. This could go really well or really badly. Here come the lights. And we're away. It's a good start from Jack and a good start from Lowe, but a bad start from Joao Guerra alongside. Joao's held on to P2 at the minute. Lowe already trying to go down the inside of Joao Guerra, but doesn't make it. We're all clean through T1 and T2 for that matter. Switch to the right graphic, please. There we go. Seemingly no position changes really off the start of this race. Fairly line of stir to start off with. But that'll heat up as we go on. Andrade already on the back of Robert, trying to make up to P5. We're already starting to stretch that gap. It's already 6/10 there. This early on, you've got to be a bit cautious. Lowe made a little mistake. Went a little wide there on the exit of Degner 2. Miguel Costa losing out a bit. Trader Joe down the inside of Vivos. He's got the outside though for the hairpin. Cut back working beautifully. And Trader Joe takes P11 off of Adam Roshik, but Vivos has got the inside. Turn 12. Now Matthew Lebiak's in the way. Can Trader Joe make up another place on the first lap? Yes, he can. Good move. Miguel Costa and Adam Roshik going off at the spoon curve. Oh, now it's nearly 3 wide coming out of spoon. Matthew Leviak's already trying to get back past Trader Joe. Miguel Costa's going to try and get past Vivos. 2 by 2 going through 130R. Here we go. Matthew Leviak makes that place up. Miguel Costa's trying to make more places up. Have I got any more camera angles? They're all crap. Matthew Leviak takes P9. Trader Joe P10. Costa didn't make up any positions in the end. And in fact, he's now under pressure from Vivos. He's lost ground. Yarnger's lost out to Rubber. Yarnger's going to go to the outside at turn 1. It's possible, but Alejandro's gone wide, so here comes Andrade as well. He joins in P6. Feimster though. And Feimster's a bit far away for now. For now is the key word there. Half a second is the gap between Olivier and Guerra after the first lap. Lowe's in the battle as well. Rubber not making any positions. Lebiak spun off at turn 4. And he's beached! He's beached in the gravel! It is the season 4 curse back again. Oh, having a look at Andrade through Degner 1. That's not good. Don't beach yourself as well. Then on a second car beached in the space of a few corners. Yandra drops down to P8 and gave everything and lost it all. I think Ali's just having fun with his new T300 RS. Meanwhile, Lowe's getting very close to Joao Guerra and expecting a move into either Spoon. His slipstream's working quite well. Spoon's a bit unlikely, but 130R could well happen if he gets a good exit, which he doesn't really. Gets a better exit there. This battling between these two is great for Jacques Olivier. He'll need this to keep happening for as long as possible so Jack can clear off. Oh, he's surely going to make a move. He looks to the outside of the chicane. Cut back is going to be very powerful, I would think. Not this time though, but a good exit will help. Yarnamja, meanwhile, has passed Riley. Cost has dropped back tons of positions. He's in the wall at the exit of 130R. Oh, wish I could have seen what had happened there. As Lowy has passed Guerra. Coming towards turn 1. Job done for Lowy. Next up, Jacques Olivier. Looks like there's a little wide and into the grass through on the exit of turn 2. So that can wait a minute while he has to sort of fend off Guerra again. Cost is spun off at turn 2. He's gone a long way off there. I'm curious to see what happened there. Three car back to P11, Dinesh Roshek and Thomas Cameron. Oh, there's a spin there. That's V-Wolf's. Oh, and he's taken out his teammate, I think. No, he's taken out TC Gaming. He's taken out Thomas Cameron. That's two cars. Just keep it moving. V-Wolf's is beached. That's 2 down in the sand. Oh boy. It's season 4 all over again. For those of you that don't know, when we use the RSS Formula 3 in season 4, many cars got beached in the gravel across multiple rounds, including most notoriously Lucas Weber getting beached at Acqua Minerale twice, saving it once, and then instantly beaching himself immediately afterwards. Cue 20-minute control lock, probably, after teleporting to the pits. Cano, side by side, almost with Acoustico through turn, through 130R. TC Gaming and Bimythic have switched positions just before 130R. Bimythic's looking to make a move back, going towards the chicane, I would think. No, not quite. In fact, goes wide at the chicane. He's going to lose out big time there. Jake Feemster, Ruben Andrade, very close to each other now. Guerra. Lowy's spun it! Lowy's in the wall! Lowy's in the wall at turn 6 and reversing! I have no idea what happened, but Lowy is off! He's got loads of time to get back on track before Nesh comes around, and there is Nesh. Oh, and he's almost spun it again. Lowy drops to P10. P11 now. He's avoided the fate of many others to get beached in the gravel, but he does drop to P11. So we're going to see a comeback drive. I have no idea what happened there. He's been making a few mistakes coming through the first sector, but I haven't seen... I have no idea what happened. Maybe there was a punt from Guerra. We'll find out on Monday, definitely. Be sure to watch the Stewards Room to find out all the answers to all of your burning questions. We watch Lowy on his comeback drive already. He's only going to try and make a move on Adam Rotten coming into the spoon curve. Done. Easy move. Next up is Roman Nash for P9. Further up front, Jake Feemster is very close to Ruben Andrade. Might be close enough for a move into the final chicane. To the Casio Triangle. Not this time, but a good run out of the final chicane will set up a great move into turn 1. Down the hill we go. Slipstream very effective today. You can see it is closing rapidly, but not close enough this time. That's another position for Lowy, past Roman Nesh. Nesh is going to battle this a bit. No, he's not. He's going to ease out of that. Rivos has spun off. He's struggling to get himself going. He has now. Right. The Lowy comeback battle will be back in about a lap's time when he's caught up to Dreader Joe. Rubber, meanwhile, on the back of Schwab-Gecker. £25 points for Olivier compared with the 7 that Lowy will receive at the minute. Obviously, this is definitely going to change. We'll put Jack Olivier in the lead of the championship. By how much, you ask? Come on, maths brain work. 11 minus 25 is minus 14. And Lowe's getting 7. 7 points, yes. I'm good at maths, I promise. Jake seems to be well, catching up to Andrade. Mythic's had a spin on the exit of the hairpin. I suspect he's just sort of messed up the rears. Easily done. Lowe's already down to 3.6 on Trader Joe. Though we had a harder time overtaking Trader Joe in the last round in Hockenheim. As I believe we heard in the interview after the race, Lowy didn't do as much practice. Something big did happen. Lowy crashed. Lowy crashed from P2 and dropped to P11. He's already recovered to P9. Yeah, we're racing P16, P17. Not ideal. But I have full faith in my drivers. It's a really cautious approach through the S things, the sort of low revs in a higher gear, just to keep the stability, because as we have seen, it is easy to spin this car around this track and get beats in the gravel. We punish mistakes here at AF. Only the finest quality racing. Adam Rotrek has caught up to Roman Nesh, P10. A lot of the field is spread out. I'm hoping for a safety car pretty soon, please. On lap 6 of 25. Please, pretty please. There's something. Costa's off. He's having to reverse back on track because he's facing directly into the wall. Not ideal. After Leviat will come around the Degners in a couple of minutes. But still, here he is. There goes Master Leviat. 15th and 16th now for the racing. Yay, we get a point. Chloe, come to spice up the race, is caught up to the back of Trader Joe. Is there going to be a dive into the chicane coming? No, it is not. Lowe will take a more measured approach unless Trader Joe spins. I almost take out Lowy. Trying to bob with Lowy as he tries to get past Trader Joe down the front straight, pulls to the left-hand side this time. Just see his next target up ahead, and that will be Riley, P7. Lowy's made it up to P8 now. The body back, Trader Joe duly gives way. And then goes wide. So he's got 6.7 seconds to Riley. Number car is Riley. This is for a bit. Right, number 7. R7 lock engaged. And off he goes. Adam Roshek. Still very close to Romanesh. Can't seem to find a way past so far on lap 7 of 25. Still pit stop to come with around lap 12 to 14 for the one-stoppers. I expect we'll see someone about lap 9 for the two-stoppers. Increase my microphone volume. Acoustico. Did he turn left on the exit of Degner 1 there? Keep it going, keep it rolling, keep it rolling, keep it rolling, Roberts. Then, no! Is that our third victim of the gravel? Not quite. Acoustico. Contreras saves it. And then spins. Here's Matic Lebiak, who smells another point. And takes it. There we go. Into the points for the racing. Both cars. Double points finish. Yes. I'm an average AF British user. I stream AF1 before the match. It's not really good, so I feel very outnumbered and very afraid of what might happen, win or lose. England. Who am I picking to win the Euro Cup final? England. There's just a buzz around England that isn't around Italy. We also call that pressure, I guess. It's time to get a bit more aggressive with those curves on Degner 1. It's coming home. Cross gets out of the way, very nicely. Yarmja and Feemster change positions. That coming into Degner 1. Wow. Yarmja is looking strong today. He was strong in the AF Asia revival earlier today. If you haven't watched that, I highly recommend you do so. Those ties in with the season finale of ARS. That was a great race. And another sub gifted from Mosquito. Thank you. Given to Crazy Chris. Congratulations to you. Yes. I cannot remember what the perks are of being subscribed to us, but thank you anyway. You get my undying support. Now we've seen the last couple of races. We're approaching lap 9 of 25. Coming towards the latter stages of the first stint. And we've seen the last couple of races Rubber really struggling on worn tyres. We saw him spin at Red Bull Ring and at Hockenheim late on into his stint. So it's only a matter of time. Can Rubber hold on this time? Rubber's been a big name in AF1 ever since he burst onto the scene in the late stages of Season 4. Of a second still sort of oh, there it is! Called it! Rubber's gone! Small bonk on the wall, but no damage should be inflicted there. Here comes Ali Yardimja to take a podium. That's Andrade rather, to take third, and Ali Yardimja is right there, ready to take fourth place off of Rubber, who will definitely have some hot tyres. Mosquitoes with the K are fine. Ali's on fire, yes, but Rubber is even more on fire, but that's because he spun. Like, it's just his tyres that are on fire. Can Rubber hold on from the pressure from Ali Yardimja? He's closing. Actually, he's not closing that fast. He's lost about 4 thousandths. Move coming, you can smell it out of the final chicane. Jacko was being challenged by Lowy, but of course Lowy crashed. Actually, he wasn't even being challenged by Lowy. A bit offline there, you can see the rear end looks a little bit unstable. I just get that feeling it's not quite in place. And we have an interesting line through turn 6. The anti-banked curve. I've been up since 5 AM, I'm very tired. It's 6:30 now. 13 and a half hours. I should be doing Le Mans right now. Disappointing. I have many hobbies. no free time with which to actually plan my life. Trainer Joe has spun from P9. I think he narrowly got out of the way of Roman Nash there in the end. Adam Roshek still struggling to find a way past Nash to TGI Fridays versus Banana. By Mythic spun, he's fired. God damn it, Miguel. Take it slow, don't spin a third time. Come on. Just gotta give a shout out to the logo again. It's such an awesome logo. Anyway, Alejandro is losing ground. There's a bit of pressure from Alejandro, from Rubber. That's Jake Feemster actually, rather. Sorry, Jake Feemster. Lap 11 of 25. Not a lot going on. There's a few battles quite close. Yeah, let's open the vote because that's something I can do to pass a bit of time. While we wait for pit stops. Driver's vote is incoming, and here it is. If you're driver of the day for Suzuka, votes will close at the end of the race. And all being well, we should have an actual graphic this time to show who the driver of the day is. Still, this driver is running very close and slipstream is working, but it's not effective enough to make any changes. So let's see how things improve when the pit stops come around. Who can make the most advantage of the pit stops? By Mythic is the first person to pit. Guess why? Rubber takes the dive into the pits from P5. He couldn't rejoin just behind Lowy. He's only just pulled into the pits. He's only just pulled into the stop. He's moving again, so we should get out some clean air, maybe. No, he's going to come out behind Nash and Rochek. That's going to cost him some time. Trainer Joe dives into the pits as well. So that gamble hasn't exactly worked, but once again, Rubber having to pit earlier than everybody else. How long can the rest of the drivers hold out? Will they go for lap 13 and make it a 12-lap stint to the end? I've already making gains on those hot tyres. On those fresh tyres, rather. Acoustico's spun. Can he save it out of the gravel again? That's his second save from the gravel. Done. Noshik. Oh, just. Oh, okay, I thought for a second Roshik had passed Nesh, but then he DNF'd. But he's back now. Lock up there. Rubber's right behind this. He needs to get past as quickly as possible, or he'll lose ground and drop behind Jake Feemster and Ali Yadunga. Down inside goes Rubber. Makes the place. Guerra is into the pits for the first time. Is anybody else going to follow him on that? No, no one's going to follow him. No one from the lead battle, at least. The question is, will Guerra come out ahead of Rubber? It should be pretty simple. In fact, he's already moving. Lowy's into the pits now. Nash dives in. So Lowy's a whole pit stop behind. was he? I'm being stupid. I'm being stupid. So how much faster can Joao Guerra be? Can he pull the mightiest of undercuts on Olivier and change the face of this race? I'm checking a title exit. 6/10 between Yardner and Feimster. Rubber setting purple sectors. He's lighting the timing screens up. Trying to make those gains. Olivier's last lap was a 51.1. Rubber could very well end up with a time much faster than that. Jack Olivier's into the pits. Is this close enough for Feimster to make a move on Yardinger? Right before the pit stops, goes for the outside at the chicane. Makes the move. Good move from Jake Feimster there. As he dives into the pits, I think I saw... Where's Ali? Oh no, Ali. I thought I saw Ali spin, but he didn't. Olivier's in, Andrade's in, Feimster is in. One driver that isn't in is that guy there. That is Miguel Costa. Everybody's in now. We've made it to half distance. We can do the short stint at the end. There goes Guerra, passing everybody, but not Jack Olivier. But the gap is 2.1. In fact, that will close a bit more. It's about 2.2 in the end. Andrade's found the pits ahead of Rubber's jumped Andrade as well. So P3 for Rubber. As he says, 50.401, a fastest lap to jump Andrade and Feimster and Yardinger. Cano has done really well so far, but he hasn't pitted yet. So he's P7 without a stop. So Lowe is a net P7 now. How much can Joao Guerra gain on Olivier before the end of this race? Well, that 14 of 25. Still plenty of race to go. Mythic passes Vival, so no, never mind. That's switched back again. Vival stays ahead of Mythic. Mythic's going to go to the outside. Here comes a move at 130R, boys. No, never mind. Vival's pulls back in behind. Is there going to be a dive into the final corner? The final chicane? No, not this time. Lowe's past Cano meanwhile. That's not really too much to contest there. Lowe doing purple first sector. So turning up the wick now. He's got 3.4 to catch up to Ali Yardinger. All the pit stops have actually spread out the rest of the field. Joao Guerra does a personal best. 50.4 for the third driver in the 50.4s. Lowe will surely do a time in that range as well. Right, it's very close to Cano. Goes to the inside. Down he goes. Job done. Cano will surely pit this lap. He's losing too much ground now. And he does so. 50.2 for Lowe. Another point in his damage control. Roman Nesh has managed to come out ahead of Adam Roshek despite the moves between them before the pit stops. Roman Nesh is driving an excellent race, I think, to try and hold up. He's held Adam Roshek up for so long. So this lead battle is down to just two drivers, Olivier and Guerra. Everyone's stopped, so it's a race to the finish. 10 laps to go after this one. Mythic getting out of the way of both drivers. Or is he? Or is he? He's making this a bit difficult for Guerra, but gets out of the way just in time. Cleared just in time. 1.6 is now the gap between the two lead drivers. Costa and Vivos switch positions as Vivos comes into the pits for a second time. I pitted early on because of the grass, the gravel track. TC Games right on the back of Cano, who's just come out of the pits. Cano with the fresher tyres. Seems to be no match for TC Gaming at the minute. Down the inside goes Cameron into the spoon curve, and makes the move. Adam Roshek up ahead, still stuck behind Roman Nesh. This is what the wheel of a banana boat looks like. Just in case you were wondering. Oh, Mythic and Vivos come together. No, they're in separate places on the track. Mythic's got to go through a ton of gravel. Don't get beached. Almost there. Ah, he's stuck. Mythic's done. That's 3. That's 3 in the gravel. That is what I call a beached car. Doesn't look beached, but it is. Those tyres are going absolutely nowhere. Meanwhile, Adam Roshek has caught up with Roman Nesh going into this yellow flag zone. There's Mythic still stuck on the corner exit. Oh, Roshek locks up. We're just about to see the move. Adam was about to finally get past Roman, but no move there. To the pits for Mythic. He'll likely have some throttle cut control lock penalty. Will we get any more victims? You've had Mythic, you've had Felipe Contreras, and have Matty Labiak. We're still setting blistering lap times that are faster than everyone else in the field except for Jack Olivier, who set a 50.181 on the last lap, fastest lap. And he's trying to go further. He's purple the first sector again. He has indeed closed the gap, but so too has Ali Yanja on Jake Feem. So this is now a 3-0 battle for P5. How long will it take for Lowy to clear both of these drivers? Let's find out. I'm guessing there's going to be a move into spoon curve. Or Jake Feemster goes wide. Ali Yanja is going to try and make a move here. Almost side by side. Couldn't make anything of it. Yanja struggling to find a way past. Evils almost gets beached. He might just survive this. Evils has got going again, so he's not beached it. Not fully. Into the 49s in race pace for Jack Olivier now. Ali Yada just right on the back of Jake Feemster. Slipstream closing in. Surely a move into the chicane is going to happen. He's going to go to the outside again. Just as he's a few laps ago. Almost bang wheels, and here comes Lowy down the inside. There's only just a gap there, but he's taken it. Done. And Lowy will take Jake Feemster as well in one fell swoop. Job done. Almost. Now's the time for Ali Yamcha to take advantage. No, he's missed his opportunity. Or has he? Looks to the outside of turn 3. No, that's not really a move there unless you're much further alongside. So Lowy takes P5 now. That will give him 10 points in the championship. Compared to Jack Olivier's 27. So there's 6 points in Olivier's favour going into round 4 of Buenos Aires. apparently, surely close enough this time to make a dive into the hairpin. Maybe. No. It's just too much patience on these drivers. It's annoying. Spoon curve, baby. I'm desperate for some overtaking here. Come on. Things went a little bit slower, a bit more cautiously into the first part of Spoon. Right, what about now? We're going to see him moving to 130R. Come on, Slipstream, do your thing. Looks to the outside again. Seems he should know what's going to happen now. But he's going to let him do it. Squeezes Feemster on the inside. Makes the move this time. A little spin, or a little moment of oversteer on the exit. Jake Feemster will work to get back at him, and he does so. He's got a much better exit, it seems. We're going to be side by side into turn 1 again. This is more like it. Feemster maintains the position. That's Felipe going wide at turn 2. I thought it was lowy again. It's not. Lap cars could bring this, could spice things up, add another twist in the tail of this race. We're on lap 19 of 25. Closing stages now of this race. Oh, Feemster's going to be a bit... Oh, Feemster's going to dive into... Oh, Felipe's gone for a bit of a jaunt. He's got going again. He's got space though as well. That's good to see. I hope there'll be no penalty. I'm hoping he wasn't pushed off in any way. Yardim's just going to pull a tight line through the hairpin. I almost called it 180R again. He's much closer than he was last lap. Pulls out of the slipstream quite early. Now needs a good exit out of Spoon. That's a very good exit out of Spoon. Certainly much better than Jake Feemster. Into the slipstream. Are we going to see 130R? He goes for the outside at 130R. Not quite going to happen. Will Ali go for his normal move? Feemster's wise to it this time. Ali goes for the inside. Dives too far. He's gone deep. Where's Jake? Where is Jake? Oh, he went off. I don't think I saw any collision between the two. Jake Feemster's off at turn number 17. Drop back to P7. Ali takes P6. How secure that position will be, I do not know. We'll find out on Monday. Maybe. It could have been fair. It might have been a fair move. I suspect it was. Just take a minute. This is the banana boat appreciation moment. Wooden wheels. Don't move the map. I'll pin that, please. Wooden wheels, banana coloured monocoque, bamboo wings and suspension. Perfect. Adam Roshek still in the TGI Fridays car, really struggling to get past Roman Nesh. In fact, he's got back to over 1 second back. Five laps to go as Olivier comes towards the final corner. How much further can Adam Roshek gain? Oh, looks like he locked the rear there. Oversteer through the corner. Still close within a second. Gecko, this whole race has been there or thereabouts, but not close enough to make any difference. He was half a second slower on the most recent lap. Andreas is supposed to best performance, 51.0. He's got Lowy chasing him down. 7 tenths faster was low on that lap. He's down at 6.5, but probably not enough. Ali Yardinger goes for 50.9. That's personal best for him as well. Yardinger's making hay while the sun shines. It's not really shining here here in my home. Miserable. Miguel Costa's had a spin, he's not going again, so he clearly didn't get beached, which is good. Dives out of the way of Ali Yardimja, fair enough, but don't get beached in that gravel trap. You're a bit screwed there! Oh, it gets out of the way, and a third gravel trap to traverse, and try not to get beached in. Rejoins are hard. Almost, 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 almost! There's not much going on, so we can stick with this for a bit, I think. Almost got beached in the grass there. I'm feeling like this is like a Lucas Weber moment, but it gets going again. Proper job from Costa there, but here comes who's that? Roman Nesh and Adam Roszek. It is bites at the back of P10, and Costa will go for a fourth gravel trap excursion. Another one to add to the guidebook. There we go. There's one on the right if you want to join that one as well. It's a rarely used one just there as well. Quite a small one, rare. Quite exciting. Here's Cano on TC Gaming. That's within a second now. Don't forget to vote in the Driver of the Day poll, closing in a few laps' time. See how fast Mosquito can get the graphics out for that. How ironic the bot's name was Sandman and people just keep getting caught in sound. It's awesome, rough, gets everywhere. Cano's really close to Cameron. Backs out of it, curiously. A strange decision to make. He could have made that move easily. Decides against it. There's no further opportunities, which I'm sure there will be, actually, to be fair. And that's Costa in the wall. Final chicane. Still in the wall. You need to reverse a bit further there, Chief. Almost. There you go, take the old pit lane. And I'm driving to the pit point. Oh, poor Miguel Costa. Such a contrast of fortunes from last week to this week. Right, here's a question. Will Adam Roszek finally pass Roman Nesh and take P9? Answers later. Here's the battle for P12. Looks a bit more certain to have some move going on. Cameron. Weigel. Olivier's just cleared off again. He's found another second on just that one lap. Gap's now 6.3 at the front. Cameron's going to need a good run out of turn 14. Doesn't really get it. Let's ride on board. In fact, let's get one better. We'll go for driver's eye. Batman's driver's eye. Fairly smooth, at least the control, he's controlled in his slides. Once again, Roszek dropping back to 1.5. He was 0.6 3/4 of a lap ago. It's now 1.2 again. Adam Roszek is just not finding a way past Roman Nesh. We didn't start the race at 90% grip. We started the practice session at 90% grip and we didn't get it up fast enough. So we were only at about 94, 95 at the race start, which made things very exciting to be fair, but that wasn't the cause of the beach. Cano on. Thomas Cameron still It's only 3.5 tenths. There's a move in there at some point very soon, but he's running out of time. Jack Olivier's just started the penultimate lap of this race. He's had a super easy race today. Once he cleared the start, which again was a super clean start. Full credit to every single person in the field for producing such a clean race today. I'll reveal who I vote for driver of the day after the race. Well, I'll vote on it now, but I won't see the results. I've placed my vote. I mean, they can't all be exciting. First two rounds were incredible. Round 3 just hasn't pulled it off, but we've got plenty of rounds to go and plenty of carnage to come. Buenos Aires is next week. Do join us for that same at the normal time of 5 PM UTC. Being normally starts around 5:30. Of course, be sure to watch our Stewart stream tomorrow to watch back all the incidents of the week. And it's a perfect opportunity, as you guys do every week, to complain about every decision we make. Feel free, that's your right. That's your right as a member of AF, to complain about everything. I won't say how much sarcasm is involved. He's still battling it out, and Mario Vio cannot find a way past at all. Are you just struggling for overtaking? Maybe Suzuka's not the best track for racing. It's a good fun track to drive, maybe it wasn't the best for racing. Let us know what you think. Costa checking another gravel trap off the list. Got to fit one more in. This is close enough for Cano. Can he make a move? He goes for a dive down the inside of turn 1. Oh, they do touch. Cameron's off. Cano's waited for Cameron. Fair enough. Well played to him. Costa's just parked it there as Jack Olivier wins in Suzuka. Though he couldn't quite make enough gains to catch Andrade to close the gap. Guerra will finish an excellent P2. Rubber will come home in P3 and take a final podium place, despite his early spin. Or spin well, roughly half distance. Ruben Andrade, another solid result from him. He's turning into the Lando Norris of AF1 this season. Finishes P4, just ahead of Lowy in P5. Another rare non-podium finish in AF1 for Lowy to really spice this championship up. Ali Yardimja will come home P6. Jake Feams will come home P7 and Riley P8. Riley's had quite a quiet race today, other than being overtaken by Lowy on his comeback. That's about all he's been involved in today. Ramanesh will come home P9 as Adam Rossick couldn't find a way past, so he'll take home P10 and 6 points that come with that. Trader Joe, a solid 11th place finish for today. Thomas Cameron P12 as Cano still can't find a way past. P13 for him. Matty Labiak finishes P14. Acoustico. Felipe Contreras takes the final point in P15. And Cano. Vivals finishes P16 after a trip into the gravel. And Costa P17. So there we have it. That is round 3 in the books. Robert, I hope you don't move for a second. Please don't move for a second. I'm going to this to work. Driver of the day, with 47% of the vote, Ali Yardinger. Speak of the devil. The entries don't get much better than that. Well done to Ali Yardinger on Driver of the Day. And a well-timed entrance on that announcement. Proceeds to be wiped out by Thomas Cameron. Let's bring in Ali Yardinger for an interview quickly while he's still doing some donuts. Ali, congratulations. You've got Driver of the Day today.
Oh, hell yeah.
You drove stunningly in qualifying. How did you find the time all of a sudden?
Basically, my S1 was complete poo, and I fixed it by just changing my line in quali a bit progressively, and went 5/10 quicker than my PB. Still a tenth slower than my old theoretical, but you know, it's about as good as it could get for quali.
Excellent. And how did you go about the race? Yeah,
Oh,
you had a great start.
it was fun. It was so fun. Oh Lord, it was so fun, especially with Feemster. That was such an amazing battle. With Lowy behind on the pressure as well. Oh, I don't know how many laps it was for, but it felt like an eternity with how fucking great it was. And I was pleasantly surprised that I didn't just completely destroy my tires. The only time the rears went red was on my pit lap, my in lap. So that was actually quite good. I didn't have a full out, spin either, which is unexpected, but I'm feeling pretty good. I really like this car. It's a great race car. Great, great, great race car. And Suzuka is amazing. Don't listen to what they say with no overtaking and stuff. Oh, it's great.
Yeah,
Other
you might
than
want to watch the stream back about so you see what my opinion is. What do you think of the rest of the races of the season?
did nothing happen on your side?
Not really.
Oh,
A lot of
okay. It
people getting
was
stuck
great for
behind
me.
people who couldn't pass.
Oh, it was great for me. I had zero issues with back markers. I mean, the
Not that
only
sort of stuck behind.
right, they just couldn't overtake.
They just couldn't overtake.
I think I dive bombed into Casio a total of 5 times.
We saw a lot of those, definitely. Certainly gave
I
it a go.
Normally I would break it 100. I did not know it was possible to break it 40 and still kind of make it. So yeah, changing your brake bias mid-race works. Didn't used to do that. I mean, I used to do that all the time. Then I forgot. Now I'm doing it again, and yeah, it's amazing.
Okay, lovely. Yeah, I'd say, how do you feel about next week at Buenos Aires?
Well, seems like something I'd have a bit harder time on. Usually that's the kind of circuit I have problems on exit on, in particular. I feel like I'll be spinning my tires a good bit, but should still be fine. I'm more worried about Norrisring than anything else to be fair.
I'm not.
And
Because I'm
I
not
just
driving it.
I cannot wait for Macau. I just cannot wait for Macau. That's gonna be so good.
I would say, please, everybody, join Norris Ring. I don't care what you're doing. You stop everything and you join Norris Ring.
Oh,
Because
I am
that's going to
joining
be
it.
so much fun.
I am joining it. I'm just scared of it. Like I don't think Macau is that dangerous compared to Norrisring.
Yeah.
The
No
curbs,
matter how
the
dangerous it's going to
on the
be, you
inside of the
absolutely have to
corners.
join no matter how fun it is.
By the way, by the curbs on the inside of corners, I mean the fucking sidewalk. There would legitimately be people on one part of the corner and then another car on the sidewalk. So that's going to be interesting. Oh, Lord. Now, this was fun. I was not expecting to be doing this well. I knew I was decent in quali, but I never thought I'd have this good of a race. I made some mistakes lap one, but I learned my lesson quite quickly to not go for a move on Degner 1 and Degner 2 every single time I saw a gap. But yeah, other than that, it was great. I think you might want to bring in some other people. I'll stay here as well, but yeah.
um,
I've talked a decent bit. Get like Draw, Lowy, Jack,
well,
Rubber, all of
Jack's the
them.
race winner, so I'll bring Jack in.
Yeah, yeah.
Jack, I hope I wasn't interrupting.
No, don't worry.
Lovely. Congratulations on the race win today. That was super easy for you today.
I wouldn't say easy, but not eventful. Yeah.
It certainly looked easy from your perspective. Did you feel any pressure from Joao behind?
Well, the thing is, I had like a decent pace advantage, so it was just managing the gap. Like I knew I couldn't do any mistakes, but that's it. I know I was faster, so not really pressure. Like just, yeah, I knew I didn't have the chance to fuck up.
How much of a concern was the gravel traps today? We had at least 3 people get beached completely in the gravel trap and have to teleport to the pits.
Happened to me a few times in practice, so I really, really didn't want it to happen to me in the race. But my biggest concern was actually the curves in Sect 1, especially. So I just tried my best to avoid them as much as possible. So
Yeah, those
yeah,
curves on the S's completely kill you. I did do a nice little drift there as well, but held it.
yeah. There's like if you do the perfect line, you can take like the first and the last one, but the other two are just death.
Oh, the
Like
other
yeah,
one's way too high for this car.
yeah,
Also, I had Diego's livery, so that's you know
interesting.
And
my
finally, I got to ask: have you tried Buenos Aires yet?
I have not no. But my dad, who couldn't do this race, practiced a bit for it, and he told me it was very nice. So I'm looking forward to it.
I'm hoping it's going to be a really good race. The rest of the season is just going to be absolutely crazy. So hopefully, some good fun for you guys.
may I say,
Sure.
you know why my I didn't get my livery and got Diego's? Because we didn't have enough pit boxes on the last race, and since I knew I couldn't join Hockenheim, we removed me to make space for people. So I'm not even in the
It's
championship.
technically reserve. Oof.
No, I'm main. I'm just not in there. But
Demoted. Bye bye.
it
It's fine. That'll be it for AF1. I'll send you back. Sorry, I'll send you back, Jack. Thank you very much.
I
Yeah,
still got
thanks.
Diego's car, so that's
Lovely. Right, don't remember my intro this time. Outro this time. That's it for AF1 for today, and that's it from AF this week. Thank you very much for joining us. Tomorrow we've got the AF Steward stream at the usual time of 6 p.m. UTC. So be sure to join us for that. Next week we've got the penultimate round of AF3, round 7 at Phillip Island. That's going to be incredible. It seems like the sort of track that really suits the Porsche Caymans. Saturday is the season finale of AF4 at Valencia Ricardo Tormo. That's going to be great. Mythic hoping to complete his Smurf of AF4. AFX is back at, I forget.
Macau.
Oh, it's Macau.
It is Macau. I'm
Macau,
really excited.
Saturday evening. That starts at 6 p.m. UTC. And of course, AF1 returns this time next week for round 4 at Buenos Aires. That starts at 5:30 UTC. But until tomorrow, it's goodbye from me and only me.